So I'm gonna rate the last three shows that I went to, which were Chris Lake and Fisher, the last night of Fred again here in LA, and then the Zoo show at the Palladium last week. I'm gonna start with Zoo from last week, which I'm giving a 9 out of 10. Now, Hayden James was the opener, who I happen to love, love, love. His set was amazing. He played so many good songs. Honestly, like every single one I knew, and just really, really enjoyed his set. Then Zoo came out and just killed it. I am so glad I got to see him live. It was awesome getting to see him sing so many of his songs. Awesome to see the band up there, see them play live. Shout out to their saxophone player. He's just really good. I love the sound of the saxophone. So it was really cool to get to see the whole band play. Just a really awesome Zoo set. The crowd was really good. I ended up next to some girls that loved his music just as much as me, that I had a lot of fun with. And I also really like the Palladium as far as a venue. Never really had a bad experience there, and I feel like no matter where you're standing, you kind of have a good view of the stage. So all around, this was a really, really good night. Now for the Fred Again set, which again was the last show in LA that he played, which was the DJ set. So I'm giving the show a 3 out of 10, and before everyone comes at me for this, I went into the show with the wrong mentality. Like, I 100% wanted the live show. I had so much FOMO from watching everyone else's videos from all the other nights that he was here, that when I saw him announce this last minute show, I just was super impulsive, did whatever I could to get tickets, overpaid for them, and almost kind of ignored him mentioning this is a DJ set, it's not going to be the same. I think I just saw what I wanted to see and just kind of, I don't know, I'm not usually this impulsive. I'm not sure what was happening with me. So for some reason, I still went into this night thinking that I was going to hear a bunch of Fred Again songs. Now, he did play some of his own songs, but it was a whole mix of other stuff. There was a while he played a lot of dubstep, which is just not my favorite. I do not like dubstep. And he picked like a local female DJ to play with him, Club Action, and I wanted to like her set so bad. I really, really did. But her energy was a little off. I'm sure she was super nervous, which totally understand. But I also just did not love the set. It had a lot of hip hop influence in there, which again is just not my thing. I am just a huge house music lover, which, I mean, she did have that sound a little bit, but she was definitely pulling from a lot of hip hop influences. So again, I just really didn't enjoy either one of their sets. I ended up leaving early, which I'm not sure that was a good idea, because I heard that he did end up playing a lot of his more like emotional songs at the end. So who knows? If I stayed the whole night, maybe I'd give a different score. But 3 out of 10, because those reasons. I didn't like the sets, but also the crowd for me just was horrible. The best way I could describe it was there was a very like rude, pretentious vibe. It did not feel like a normal group of ravers. It was just a very, very different crowd. There's like so many girls that would walk by us. Like we were standing in our spot watching, watching the stage, dancing. And then people who would want to like walk by us would give us the dirtiest looks, like we were the ones in the way. It was weird. I'm telling you, it was just a weird crowd. I didn't enjoy the sets. I kind of went into this with like the wrong thinking, which again is my mistake. But all around for me, I did not have a good experience. It's probably my least favorite show that I've gone to all year, which is crazy that I'm saying that about a Fred Again show. The only reasons I'm actually giving it the 3 is 1, Fred's energy. It was still awesome to get to see him up there. And then the Shrine, I really don't mind as a venue. It was, it's good sound. It was fine in there. It wasn't too packed. There's enough space. So that's why I'm giving him a few points. Then there was Fisher and Chris Lake, which I'm giving an 8 out of 10. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised that my score is that high, because I was really nervous for the show, really anxious going in, just because I was kind of nervous about them doing this in the streets of Hollywood, but everything went really, really smooth. The line was really long when we got there, but it went really fast, so it ended up not even being an issue. They played a 3-hour set, which was awesome. It was a really fun set. And then the crowd, dude, the crowd was amazing. The vibes were just so good. I feel like everyone was dancing nonstop. It was a lot of fun. Now, the only bad parts were that it was really crowded. If you wanted to be in the front, like, good luck. There was no space, no room to dance. So we started off the night like pretty close to the front, but by the end, we were all the way to the back of the street, which still had really good sound. The sound wasn't an issue. You couldn't see the stage or anything. But that doesn't really matter. We could hear the music. The people around us were fun. There was more space in the back. So it ended up working out. We had a blast in the spot we found, and it was worth all the anxiety I had going in.